Hi everyone, it's Susan Walsh, the classification guru here in my data den, and today I wanted to talk to you about what is supplier normalisation. Well, it's the first thing that I do when I classify data. It really helps me be more efficient and more accurate and consistent in my classification. So what I will do is I will add in a new column called normalised supplier. I will copy everything over from the supplier name into normalised, make sure it's all uppercase. And the reason I do that is it's much easier to spot duplicates or near duplicates when you're looking through the list. The next thing I'll do is I'll remove any suffixes such as limited, inc, SA, N.V, BV, all those kind of things. If you're working on a global data set, then you'll find lots of those. I'll also do little searches, like I'll put a full stop in the normalised supplier name just to check if there's any full stops that I can remove, or commas or anything like that. Then what I'll do is I will have an aggregated list, and I use some software called Omniscope, but you can do this as a pivot in Excel. So if you create a pivot with just the normalised name, you can then start to scroll down an aggregated list of the new normalised names, and where you have some that should be the same, you can then go back into the data set and then change them. So that is how I normalise. What it is a standardisation of supplier names. So for example, you might have IBM, I.B.M, IBM Inc, IBM Limited. You might have PwC, P.W.C, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Price Space Waterhouse Space Coopers. You can see lots of them, and I'm sure you've got a few in your own data set yourselves. So it's about keeping it consistent, and what that also means is that you can get a whole picture, or a true picture of what you're spending with each supplier, which you may not realise. This is particularly prevalent if you have multiple country data sets or different divisions. So it gives you a better picture of what's going on in your data. And then, as I say, I would then go on to, that would help me classify more effectively as well, more accurately. So that is basically supplier normalisation. You can have anything from 500 up to 500,000 suppliers. It's the same process. Obviously, the more you have, the longer it will take, but the more suppliers you have, the more you should be able to rationalise. So for example, I just did a project recently with 41,000 suppliers, and I normalised that down to just under 35,000. So it shows you the impact it can have. If you have any questions, if you'd like to chat more about it, then just pop a comment below or get in touch at Susan@theclassificationguru.com. Thanks.